As we look ahead to 2022 and the context for asset management, we see a very mixed picture and an uncertain picture. The economy had been moving through the gears late 2021 with the lifting of restrictions and the ability to trade again more freely. That has become increasingly uncertain with the emergence of Omicron. Pre-Omicron and issues that will endure into 2022 would include the government boosterism. That is the money that is being injected into support the economy. We'll start to see a lot of that money move through the system over the next 12 to 18 months. And the scale of that's unprecedented. We're talking about the US approval of 2 trillion and more of a relief bill, and the EU injecting over 800 billion. So it's a very accommodative context from government just to try and make sure that the economy moves through the worst of the pandemic. There's also then lots of different issues at play which are all relevant to asset management. We have the hybrid working and how that impacts on commercial real estate. That's yet to be worked through, and then we have the emergence more so then of environmental sustainability governance issues, and that's becoming massive and will only grow as an issue that should be reflected through asset management and where people will be choosing to invest funds. Those are some of the macro trends. I suppose in the most immediate future, the issue of inflation is looming large. Inflation had been emerging over the last 6 to 9 months with supply chain challenges, and I suppose the reopening of the economy had made lots of demand flow back in, and then that was causing just a spike and then an inflation spike that followed. The narrative around that was that it was very much in a transitory issue. That narrative is still probably the primary factor in play, but there is an increasing watch list when it comes to inflation and the issues that are driving it. So we're seeing energy prices moving through rapidly, and we're seeing just some of that pent-up demand that was released when the restrictions lifted still coming through. So while we're still calling it a transitory story on inflation, there are just a few risks on the horizon and a few headwinds in the forecast that would suggest that could be a challenge in 2022. That obviously has implications then in terms of where interest rates go, and the impact that could have on asset management is one to watch in 2022. We did see Bank of England raise interest rates in the UK. We've no sense that the European Central Bank or indeed the US are going to follow suit as rapidly. And with the emergence of Omicron, there may even be a continued accommodative monetary policy for some considerable time.